So aside from me sanding through the clear, it seems like the paint is cracked. Alright guys, welcome back. So aside from me sanding through the clear and kind of revealing the primer underneath right there, it seems like the paint is cracked. So I guess when I cleared it, I didn't give enough time to gas off. As you guys have probably seen in my other video, where I remove paint and decals using Easy Off. I'm going to do that here. We'll take some Easy Off. Just coat this guy. Nice bubbly in there. See that? And we'll put that away for a day and come back to it. So after priming it, I noticed a couple spots that have a couple areas I'm not too happy with. So I'm just going to sand them down as you see with 400, 800, 1000, and 15. And then proceed to priming before we paint. So that's what I'm going to continue doing. And I just want this body to be perfect before, like I said, we proceed to painting it. Now for this particular Golf Blue, I used a concoction of Tamiya colors. I will put the ratio up on the screen, but verbally what I did is I used Sky Blue, which is X14, and then I added white to it. And I literally added the whole bottle of white to the Sky Blue bottle. Once they were together, I then added, it was 2 or 3 drops of yellow. Once the colors mixed and you get the actual color you want, because Golf uses many different baby blues. You can buy Golf Blue, but if you look at various prototypes, you'll see that there are many colors. Add it on in light layers, as you saw in the video there. It's crucial to just keep adding light layers so you don't have to cover them all the way in one coat. Even though it's semi-acrylic, this Tamiya will gas off quick anyway. It's a nice smooth paint, as you can see. So that's the final color there. And here what I do is I find a center point and I add the masking to the center point, and that's the gap I want my orange stripe. So once I have that main strip of masking tape in the middle, it gives me a perfect gap to lay my masking for my stripe. And once my stripe's down, then I could reveal or remove the middle tape and then mask the remainder of the car, and then go on to the orange. And for the orange I used, it's a train color. It's from True Line Trains. The part number is 010010. It's orange red, number 11. And again, the orange is very particular for the, or not very particular. You can use almost any orange, just look at prototype photos. But my particular orange I used is a railroad color. Right. Once all the masking is done, I went and used the original color again. And I prefer this over using clear just because it's the original color. And what it's doing is sealing in that masking tape. So when we go put the orange on top, we're having a less likelihood of a run. And I usually do this technique when the gap or the line is going to be exposed. If you're going to put a water sticker over it, it doesn't really matter to go over the line again. And then once you get to the orange, again, you got to do this in light coats. And not just because you don't want it to run, it's just that's how the color orange applies on a blue. So have patience, keep your gun clean. I think I'm using about 20 psi. Usually acrylics, this is an acrylic, usually they're sprayed at about 20, 25 psi. And it's just an Iwata Neo, nothing special. For the interior parts and panels, I just primer graded it. Kept it simple. The seat, I think I went black, just plain black. You don't have to go too crazy on the interior, but yeah, I just lightly sprayed it with some gray primer. The interior I slowly started making after I saw the body was complete. I'll tell you a little trick of mine, folks. I always do the body first on every car I build. And the reason why I do that is once I see the body is in a mint condition, because that's ultimately when the model's done, that's what you're going to see first. Nobody walks up and looks at your seat belts or your spark plug wires. They look at your body and they walk away. It's a fact. Until that body is mint, I don't even start constructing the interior or the bottom. And that's just been a habit of mine for a long time. So you'll see shells everywhere and no chassis to be found. And it's because those shells are going through a process. And mostly all my videos, the model was actually built a year before the video. So now we're in 2020, mid-pandemic. This golf car was actually completed last summer, finished when I started my golf challenge. And the reason why I started doing that is, the reason why this whole video started was to see the final result of the car and the vehicle, make sure it handles the test of time, and a year is a good amount. After about a year, you could tell something's going to happen with the car, cracking, fading, yellowing. So once the car is in mint condition, I continue building the rest, and then I film a video, and then all the final shots you see are when I'm filming the video. Alright, so anyway, back to the model here. I did all the wheels gunmetal, and it's just Tamiya gunmetal. Kept it simple, sprayed right over the fake chrome or whatever, the plating. And again, this video isn't really meant to show you how I built it. It's meant to give you guys inspiration, or if you screw up a model, you don't throw it away or get rid of it. Because I used to do that when I was younger. You know, I'd get heartbroken when something didn't turn out, or I didn't know how to fix the model. And I think that's a really important thing in modeling. It's not how perfect you can do everything. It's more how you can screw it up and fix it. So if you can screw up literally every step and find a way out of that, that's, I think, what makes you an even better modeler. Because as you screw up everything, you keep fixing it, then you become unstoppable. And then only you are the one holding yourself back. Keep learning from your mistakes, take your time. These are actually water stickers I got off a sheet online. They're Michelin's, so I can't remember exactly where I got them. And it's nothing to do with sponsors, I just can't remember. So if you search online, Michelin decals or decals, you'll find them. Only if you spell everything correctly. It's D-E-C-A-L. Here I just used some red to paint all the calipers and detail parts. Again, I didn't go all out on the interior. I just used decals for the seats. I didn't use my seat belts and buckles like I did on the Tamiya Alpha. Usually in these resurrection style projects, I'm just happy to get it complete again, because I guess you could say it's been through so much. And again, that's why I'm doing these types of golf videos. Anything regarding the golf videos or some sort of resurrection project to show you guys there's a light at the end of the tunnel for some of these models. And you know, you don't have to paint them in the golf scheme, but you don't have to also paint them on the same color or scheme as the box. So, that's what I did here. I took some of the remainders of the water stickers I had from the previous model that was complete, and then put them on the car. Before I did that, I cleared it. That's what I'm doing here. I just used Future Floor Wax. And then once the model was cleared and hard and cured, I went on to water stickers. So water stickers, you know what, as long as they're white background, a black number, the sponsors vary between every car, racer, and circuit and course. But the actual golf emblem, you'll either have to steal from a kit, like another modeling kit, or buy on eBay. And the ones I bought on eBay were literally a few miles from me, a few kilometers. So just kind of, it was lucky that the guy was so close. But they're printed on a white sheet. So if you want a white background or white edging around your draw symbol, you have to cut it out yourself. So I suggest either just buying decals from a source rather than buying these Golf ones specific. They're more for Hot Wheels, but they're 1 to 64, 1 to 24. They're all the smaller scales. So here I'm just applying the old water stickers that were included in the kit. Some of the Tamiyas, they'll have 2 numbers. So the original car had the first set. Now I put the second set on. Windows, you know, there's a few ways to do windows, but you got to really pay attention to how they go in and what side you're going to paint, I guess, if that makes sense, and how you're going to do the edging. So I think I'll do a video soon on just windows, because sometimes it could be tricky, sometimes they're a real pain in the neck. So here I'm just painting the last chassis part that covers the whole, I guess, undercarriage of the car. And then I finished painting up the windows. And then the pillars I do by hand. I don't know why, I just only did the front windshield gasket, kind of simulating the side panels are plexiglass. No, I'm not lazy, I just didn't want to do that.
Alright, so the car is mostly dry. Already got some Thomas prints on it, of course. I don't know when that happened, but that sucker is quick. But man, it feels good to finally clean this thing. We're going to pull it back inside the garage and start the wet sanding process pretty much. We were pulling frame, but actually it was already busted. I just was making a joke. I just tapped it with a hammer just for the heck of it because it was already broken. So what do you say? Remove this sticker out?
In the past, the steel industry in Liège formed one of the largest industrial complexes in the world, with dozens of blast furnaces, mills, power plants, coal mines, and cokeries all integrated together. Today, however, most of what remains lies dormant, and this blast furnace is the last of its kind left standing. Now, join us as we venture inside and discover what remains of this steel-making behemoth. Eventually, we headed up into one of the conveyor belts, which would hopefully take us directly into the factory.
There's a train going by right now.
Here to glue on the bumper, I just applied some canopy glue with an applicator I made. It's just a piece of brass wire on a broken paintbrush handle. And this just helps me precisely apply glue where I need to. And then you'll see I use a Q-tip to grab any excess glue I don't want. And then this allows basically for the final assembly of the lower valence or bumper. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's a lower valence. Body kit. No, it's a valence. And then here you'll see me start doing the bare metal foil. And the foil I did it all in the uppers and lower lights. Because even though this is classified as a race car, the lights are still in there. There's no door handles, so the upper lights are yellow, the bottom ones are orange, and then the brake lights are clear red. And all these are Tamiya colors, just clear red, clear yellow, and clear orange. Well, thank you for watching the video to this point. If you like or enjoyed what you saw or even learned something, please hit the like button. I strive for semi-informative and decent content, so if you want to be informed about future videos or content of your interest, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button too. If you have any suggestions or thoughts, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. I do also have an Instagram account which allows you to see projects and final reveals well before the YouTube video is released, so follow me there too. I do have a Patreon account, so if you'd like to donate and help me grow in the hobby world with crazier future projects, railroad expansion, and exclusive content only for members of Patreon, I'll provide a link in the description below. As always, folks, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.